Nah, man, that's crazy. So wait, what'd you say? What animal did it come from? So, did you? What is that exactly? But like the ones with the long shit.
Oh, it's like a regular anteater with scales. I'll show you a video.
An anteater with scales. And so and they're saying this is from the food, like the basically the food that's on the floor.
I've never seen that.
I've never
China.
seen it. It is. I think it's
on the market.
So I've read it.
Street.
So it comes from basically. Look, any virus that comes and stems out, it's a zoonosis or a zoonosis type of virus, which means any type of parasite animal that can give and contract an ailment to a human.
Right.
So obviously it came. At first, they were speculating that it came from China, where obviously they have that live animal market. I've never been to China, so I don't know. But I've seen pictures where obviously they have like a whole spread of like animals, and you can pick what you want to eat, etc. So at first they knew it came from there. They just weren't sure what animal. But I guess now they singled it down to that.
Yeah, that just came out. That just came out today.
Either or.
And Luigi, what is it? 99%, 99.9%.
How you even eat that? That don't even look appetizing.
No, but I don't think. Were they actually eating that?
They had to have eaten.
Oh, no. You know what? I did read that they were actually eating that. That it's
There's
actually
no other way to get it.
It's kind of like a dessert over there.
That's crazy.
That's messed up.
Wait, I'm confused.
Crazy. About?
You're talking about the streets, right? The markets on the streets?
Well, not just those, but like also over there, I read that they have a big like animal market where like there's just a widespread of animals. So it's like live animals though. So you go, you walk, and obviously when you have live animals, you're open to so many different diseases.
Wait, what do you mean? They
Live.
pick and eat live animals?
Not like while they're alive, but I'm saying like, you know how like for example like a lobster, you get to go and pick it out while it's still alive, and then
I don't eat lobster, but I do know. Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
So you go, you get to pick the animal you want, and then they cook it, not cook it in front of you, but they're like, all right, cool, you'll kill it and then eat it.
Yeah.
And so that's crazy, man. But that's how it is. Like, if you think about it, that's usually how all the viruses comes. The swine flu, pigs. The Ebola virus, chimpanzees and gorillas. Like, they all come from an animal.
Yeah, it's usually how it works, honestly.
And that kind of just goes to show you that as much as we human beings try to say that we're so like ahead of ourselves and like so enhanced, we still are part of the hierarchy of the animal planet. We're still part of the animal
These diseases could have came from us.
Huh?
Yeah.
No.
Some people are saying that they were creating these viruses in laboratories.
You're saying created by, I mean,
I'm just saying, and they've had many before reported.
Of the corona? Are you talking about the corona specifically right now?
They've had cases before where people have said that
they've about in general.
Yeah, where people have said that they've been, they've created multiple viruses in laboratories.
Well, I mean, technically, yeah, of course. Like any vaccine that they're gonna make is created, though.
Well, it's pretty much obviously like anything, trial and error. They gotta try to figure it out, and usually they do that on animals.
Yeah.
Like right now,
I mean, look, to me, the biggest thing is the crazy thing, and not to like attack or like kind of judge any culture, but the fact that like if you're eating such a wide array of animal, especially like something that's not commonly eaten, you're opening yourself up for something that's unknown. Like I know in China, again,
like,
they eat a lot.
Why the
of
fuck
animals.
do you want to eat something like that?
I mean, it's a delicacy over there. For them, it's a delicacy. It's
that's what it is.
A delicacy.
It is.
Yeah.
Live animals.
No, again, not live animals. They're not all live. It's not like they go over there and they start eating a dog while it's barking at you.
I mean,
it's just picking it out, man. Like I said, it's like if you
fun,
go to a lobster
funny,
market, you see a lobster, you pick it, and then they kill it and you eat it. It's like that.
Nah. That's crazy.
It's a delicacy.
That's not your cup of tea.
Come on, man.
Matt?
Look, I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying that's what it is.
I just think. Have you seen like some photos of like the street markets they have sometimes?
Yeah,
100%.
It's crazy, dude.
You tell like
it's crarazy.
Like I don't know if it's like a poverty thing, but when you look at it, you're just like,
I think it's a little bit of both.
Who the fuck would eat that?
Dude, but if that's what you know and that's normal, again, I'm not agreeing with it. I'm saying that shit is crazy.
And again, we're not judging.
And
this
then,
is not
but
what
the,
this channel is
but
about.
we do kind of
but we
have
are.
to judge in a little way because
Kinda
that does
judging
open
that.
it up for a lot of diseases.
It's like health though, like a little like hygiene comes into
It
a
is
factor
hygiene,
there.
of course,
You know
and
what I
it
mean?
should. Like, how do you think you get any? Well, not so much. Let's kind of get away from the whole virus thing, but like food poisoning or stuff like
Yeah.
that. How do you think that happens? You could go to any deli, maybe your favorite deli. It can happen. I mean,
it's
you never
possible,
know.
man. It's crazy. It is
I
crazy.
know, yeah.
I mean,
You
Like,
don't know where
thinking
things are
about
getting imported
You
from.
don't.
You don't know where the food has been sitting in, the
Right.
factories, the trucks. You
For
don't
all
know.
we know, it could
You
be
don't-
it
yeah.
could be on a little fridge on the floor
Mm.
of the back of the restaurant or whatever. Like, we honestly don't know.
Well, I mean, the main concern is probably in transportation, right? You know,
Right.
transportation.
But not just that, I mean,
foods can get altered.
there's two things
Yeah,
I read. One thing that I
100%
read was the
exposed.
fact
Yeah.
that, like, again, because we're so advanced and so like ahead kind of from all the other animals, because we have like the ability to reason and rationalize. I read that like we're also the cause of these viruses unwillingly by the fact that we're trying to like create and like destroy a lot of ecosystems that are in the planet. So like when we do that, we're opening up the world to different viruses that were like stagnant.
I would say that our population has a large factor in that because
I guess
because largely due to the fact that we have so much fucking waste. Think about how much waste we have in those countries that have a high population.
I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and sometimes they don't have the most
Sophisticated.
what's it called? What is it? Sanitation. Yeah.
And procedures to keep
whatever,
everything.
yeah.
I mean, no,
healthy,
yeah, it's tough, but that's what
clean.
I'm saying. Like humans brought it onto themselves, obviously. Like, I guess however you want to pin it, but that's really what I read. Obviously, we brought it to ourselves because there's a lot of already diseases that are out there, but they're like kind of stagnant because that's just that ecosystem. But then when we come and we interfere with that cohabitation, that's when they start to spread to humans and start to enhance and turn into something else that we don't know. That's why like a lot of there's so many like different strands of one type of virus, but then they all have different names because they're just different strands that keep growing
Right.
and keep growing, and then they keep morphing into something else. And I mean, it is crazy when you think
And that's
about
why that, like you're saying, that's why it's so hard to actually catch it.
it. Because we're constantly
you
growing
can-
and we're constantly
No, right. And you can be
expanding.
following that certain strain, and then it'll just
It
like.
just go to something else, yeah.
But
But I mean, it's crazy when you think about like the fact that like they come from like almost all of them come from animals, if not all of them, and it's like crazy when you think that like.
Well, that's what's reported, right?
I mean, no, Ebola came from animals like chimpanzees, gorillas.
yeah.
However it got contracted to a human, we
But that's
don't
just
know.
one.
That's Ebola. All right, swine flu, pigs.
With the pigs. SARS, right? That was a big one. I mean, they're all big.
The coronavirus
their
that's
own
going
way,
on right
but-
now, whether it's the bat or the
Right. So
whatever.
I have a question for you guys since we're already talking about the coronaviruses. Why are so many people like freaking out about this virus? And then, for example, like the flu. If you compare the two, and obviously the flu has a lot more deaths than what's been happening so far, and we kind of just going along with the flow. We kind of just live.
It could just be another virus that we're just not aware of. It could be like a.
What do you mean we're not aware of? Obviously, we're
Like,
aware of it.
It became aware. Like we became aware of it because it was coming out. It was something that people didn't really know how to treat.
I think
So
Or are you saying maybe because we already have a vaccine for it? That we're
flu.
I don't-
maybe,
the
yeah.
flu that
well,
could
for
be
the
it.
flu, right? But
no, I mean
if-
that's what I mean. I mean
That's
the
what he's
flu,
saying because the flu's common, so we have a vaccine, so
an
it's not as
actual
scary.
stat,
But
an
Yeah.
actual stat, 19 million illnesses. This is in the U.S. by the way. 180,000 people hospitalized and almost 10,000 deaths.
well, that's something that I read too. The fact that like we have the ability to kind of like it's like kind of weather forecasting, but for viruses, like we're able to predict when some of these are gonna come.
right.
But then it's like with the flu, like they always tell you get your flu shot and stuff, and a lot of people don't. And whether you believe in it actually working or not, I mean, obviously there's a lot of deaths that are coming from it for whatever reason. So
Yeah, but I also think like hygiene and just like your health in general.
Yeah, no,
Have
definitely.
like a big factor
No,
in
definitely.
how you overcome the flu.
Yeah, and honestly, just to come back to your question, my personal opinion to that is, I think one, it's the media outlets. Obviously, they have to tell a story. They're gonna sell the story. That's how they make money. And two, I personally feel that a lot of pharmaceutical companies are funding these media outlets to keep putting that out there, so that when they come out with the cure or the vaccine,
they have to
make
pay
profit.
for it.
It's a massive profit.
I mean, that's what it's all about.
And sell it to doctors to treat us.
They sell it to
whatever,
anybody,
man. I mean,
of
it's a
course.
profit, and I think that's my opinion, though. Whatever you guys might want to believe, but
no, I'm kind of like on the same boat as you.
Because I mean, like
it's good to be skeptical, right? But
it is. I mean, look. I mean, with that said, though, obviously you still have to recognize that. Look, vaccines. There is science behind the fact that they help, and they do prevent it. And then, I mean, at the end of the day, look, the world, you have to pick what you choose to believe or not, but at least be educated. Don't just follow a trend or follow what one person said. Try to do some research and try to understand it.
Right.
But, I mean, that's still scary, man, to think, like.
Yeah, it is scary that,
like,
you could be next pretty much. I mean, you don't know.
I mean, you never know. And it's scary, it's scary to think because, like, when you're traveling somewhere, like, I know a lot of people, like, they like to get immersed in that culture. So then you want to experience what they're experiencing.
Which you gotta give credit to them for that. I mean,
but then like when you do that, you are opening yourself up to a whole different type of like thing that you might not know. Like it could lead to a disease.
But then it's like,
and then like what he said though, that's where education and knowing the background of those foods or where it's coming from, and I think things like that.
Like if you,
but I could just say like, where did you, I mean,
like if you went to China, you wouldn't have a little bat soup real quick.
Luigi. Luigi looks like he might. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think that goes.
Or you'll stick with that. Though. You'll stick with that pizza.
With what?
Any food.
That's what I'm saying.
You have to understand. I mean, but if you try and focus on like where it comes from for everything you eat, I mean,
no, it's
you
tough.
gotta be.
It's hard.
You're almost gonna be paranoid at that point.
Yeah.
You can't really enjoy it. Like, oh my god, where's this coming from? And
I mean, but again,
the fuck out. Get out.
No, but again, that's their culture, though. I mean, if they grew up eating like a whole bunch of different stuff, to them eating something new might not be as like weird as it might be for us. Where like for the most part, people here eat like pig, cows, chicken, and what else? That's like really it.
But
there's a few other things.
Is that culture, or is that just like in a city that happened to have that?
I mean,
I think over there, I think it's mostly culture.
How do you know that was the culture? Like, that's not the culture of China, right? To eat food like that off the street.
No, I think it might.
But again, it's not just off the street. It's just like there's obviously a demand for it. It's not like somebody just said, "Hey, yo, we're gonna start selling you bat soup off the rip." It's because there's a demand for it. Obviously, they're open to that. To them, it's a delicacy.
Bro, bat soup.
Like over there, I saw that they have over there. They eat like live octopus off a stick because that's a delicacy,
right?
And some people have died because the suction gets caught in their throat,
right?
But it's a delicacy.
No, I mean it's funny, but it's not.
There's also that other one. What is it? The blowfish, that big fish,
right, yeah.
That's poisonous.
Yeah.
They, that's also a thing. It's just a delicacy, and again, that's just their culture. Whether you agree with it or not is different, but
right.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm just trying to.
Like I can't
wrap my head around it.
Like I agree with you. I wouldn't go over there and start eating everything. But
no, I don't know. I don't think I would do that either. That's crazy. Pretty insane.
That's messed up, man.
That is messed up.
Bats. Why? I still don't get it.
I mean, why dogs?
Why? You shouldn't.
Dude, I don't know, man. They like it.
No. That's fucking wild.
I mean, it's messed up. I definitely disagree with that one. But they eat that. Yeah. Cats. Guinea pigs. What is that?
Fertilized eggs?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So like before it's born, they eat that?
That's in the Philippines. That's in the Philippines, though. Isn't that where you're from? Yeah. The Philippines, right? Damn.
See, that's crazy, man. Wait, so I don't get.
So what would be like our crazy thing, like here in the U.S., right? Like where people are like, "You guys do that?"
I don't know. I mean,
now looking at how other shit is, I don't think anything. I don't think they
anything,
probably look at us like, "Oh, that's all you
normal.
eat."
I know, like you guys are pretty boring.
I don't know what's the craziest shit we eat here. Like,
it's a lot of meat, I guess.
I mean,
Good protein.
probably the
good source of
portion
protein.
sizes. That's probably the scariest thing for people.
What?
Yeah,
Like Americans' portions.
they eat like half
That
a
is-
cow.
I'm trying to think. I mean, yo, I'm not gonna. There's a lot of people that eat like snake here. I don't know if that's crazy.
I mean, snake,
Alligator.
alligator, rabbits. You know, shark.
That's the craziest thing. I've had sharks pretty good.
Shark's pretty good. I got offer, you know,
I didn't.
alligator a couple times. I was like, nah, I'll pass on that. It's all right. Just good chicken.
That's the crazy. Yeah, I don't know what else they have.
Stop! I don't want to see that.
But then
Oh,
again, that's
That's
everybody's personal preference. You know, it's
Right.
like you like.
Mm.
It's like in general. You may like something.
Yeah, but
he
I-
might like something else. I might like something else. So like again, we're not judging. Like, oh my god, why are you eating that stuff? But it's
but
like,
but it does
think about
like it is
I'm
everybody's
not
personal
judging,
choice.
but I'm judging.
no,
Nah,
I
yeah.
mean,
So-
well, we have to because
I
it's
mean,
pretty
look,
much
And
like,
that's just the. I'm just being honest.
I'm judging.
No,
I'm
I'm
judging when
not
it comes to
judging,
like
but I am.
when it comes to like the safety of others. Because if you're gonna, let's say you're gonna go eat whatever a
That's
bat,
fine.
or you're
That's
gonna
cool.
go eat like a little
knock,
anteater,
knock yourself out.
do it. But now if you're putting yourself at risk to then go out to the public and get other people at risk
That is
of
messed up.
contracting
No,
something,
But how
that's
do you
because
know?
people are dying.
How do you know?
Because they just said it.
Ooh, I
I
mean-
mean,
I mean, probably I don't know,
Today.
education. Like,
I'm saying, how do you know that it's gonna?
I mean, you don't know, but I'm saying you should kind of think to yourself, all right, the whole world's not eating this shit. Why am I?
How would they know? That's what I want to. You know, what I'm saying it's not that simple,
I mean, it's not.
right?
I agree.
yeah, it's true.
But weren't you just attacking them for eating this shit, and now all of a sudden you're
I'm-
defending them, saying
I'm
how
not
would they know? Yo, Right?
My boy's
I mean, I
confused,
think
man.
it's crazy to eat that stuff, but I mean, at the same time, even if they do,
My
I don't
boy's
know that they
confused.
know.
look,
that
why don't we start a group, the group view, and then we go out there and educate them on food?
I don't want to go out there.
No, I'm good.
You're not trying to go to China tomorrow?
You couldn't
No.
actually pay me enough to go over there right now. Even I mean, they said
Yo,
not to
what are you
travel over
doing?
So if they gave you 100 million splash right now.
there. You know what they say? Everybody's got their price, right?
Yeah.
I guess that's my price. I'll go for 100 mil.
Yo, what are you doing?
What do you,
Don't worry
bro?
about it. Just
I don't know if I would go either.
Yo, be careful because it looks like it's gonna
yeah,
fall
no,
off.
we're good.
I don't
Anyways,
know.
Yo, be careful how hard you pull on it.
I am.
Damn.
boy.
Oh.
We're veering off track here, but anyway, so yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy to think about it in general.
I
You
mean,
know?
look. I mean, where did the swine flu stem? Didn't it stem here in America?
I think so. Yeah.
So, I
It
mean,
did.
you know, that's us with pigs. People, you got that's
Was
probably
it pigs?
yeah,
Yeah,
swine
it was.
flu. You got to think about how much stuff we eat from pigs, like ham, bacon.
Right.
Hold on.
Bacon's huge.
Let's verify that before we.
Bacon is massive. So, like, yeah, dude, that's how it is, man. Yeah, nah, they have a lot of different strands on it. The one I'm curious to know how that stemmed from was the Ebola virus. Cause I want to know, like, if somebody
8.
like ate a chimpanzee or a gorilla or some sexual shit.
I don't know.
Cause the thing is, I was reading, you can only contract that one either through bodily fluids,
Right.
liquids, or there was one other one, but it's like a very close thing. So I don't know. That one's the one that really got me. I'm curious to know how that
Like
one.
thinking.
But that one originated in like 1927 or 1917 or 27, one of those. So like before that big outbreak in, I think, was it 2016? Where Ebola was like, oh my God, it's going to be the end of the world.
Yeah.
Whenever that one came out, it was already known before that. Like
I mean,
it
you
was
can't
an
really
existing
say it like
virus.
that though. Like, oh my God, I'm freaking out because people do freak out though. You're kind of saying it like, oh nah, I'm good.
I mean, well, yeah, kind
being a
of.
little selfish.
Because it's like the same thing as like the flu right now. Oh my God, I got the flu. I'm gonna die. Like, I mean,
You never know.
you don't know, but
People
I mean,
do die
it's
from
it's
it.
been something that's existing. So
Right. But like for you don't believe in the flu shot.
I don't. But that's something I'm reconsidering. After doing all this research, I might go get one
So
right
you
now.
might.
Yeah, let's
Even
go to the
though I
hospital right
think
now.
They don't have any more. It's done.
Nah,
It's
they don't.
expired.
Nah, yeah, my doctor told me I was an idiot, and I
No,
laughed.
They do have more. They're telling you they don't.
I mean, I have to go get a checkup in April, so I might tell them
Why you just get it done now?
I can't. You got to make an appointment.
That's fine.
That's what I'm saying. I have to go back in April.
No, I'm saying with like CVS. Right?
Nah, I don't like doing all that. All right, guys. So until next time, comment down below. Let us know what you guys think about all the outbreaks, all the viruses that go on, whatever your thoughts are on vaccine, whether they work or not. And obviously with the current climate with the coronavirus, let us know what you think. Like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, the Group View.
Peace.